Good afternoon. Thanks for popping on. We're walking in LA. We're in East Hollywood, just under Griffith Observatory. We're just gonna meander through the neighborhoods this afternoon. Maybe poke our way over to Barnsdale Art Park. We were there on Sunday before the fires, and it was jam-packed, which was also a beautiful day in January. Kingsley. Not particularly sensational arrangements, but got a few fun restaurants, and we just about into Thai. Taking a quick close look west on Sunset. There's really not a lot of, if any, smoke on the horizon, actually. We are expecting another Santa Ana winds event tonight. Not as bad as last week. I wouldn't say Los Angeles is at a standstill. It was for the last few days of last week, but schools opened back up today. Thanks for clicking in and joining. We're walking in LA. We're just kind of walking up Kingsley Street right now. Well, not kind of, but walking up Kingsley Street right now towards Hollywood Boulevard. Question is, do we go to the art park with the views, or do we go to downtown Hollywood Boulevard, Maine, to see what's happening there? Are there tourists? Is it a typical jam-packed Monday? Feel free to chime in the chat and let me know if you think I should go to Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood and Highland, or Barnsdale Art Park. Really beautiful old houses on the street. This is where Little Armenia and Thai Town meet. We're actually at the butt end of Thai Town. sure if that's the term, but we'll go with it. So up ahead, Hollywood Boulevard. Do I go left? Do I go right? I'm gonna have to decide for myself. If somebody doesn't know, jump in the chat. I have to say I'm on a little bit of a delay. So, answer quick. Checking to see if it's business as usual. People are out. I know school got open today. I'm gonna go left. Nobody chimed in. I'm gonna let this guy who's patiently waiting to go. I've always kind of loved this like liquor market. I don't know what this guy's not willing to go to. In the building. It's funny we're still in Mexican America. 16 hours. So thanks for coming in. We're walking into on Hollywood Boulevard. I had given an opportunity for help with navigation, and we've had some adjustment for WEQUEST.
Obviously, he would be like super loud, but like he wouldn't be considerate at all.
So from the end of time, not quite as giant as Chinatown or Tokyo, but still definitely a great place to eat seafood. This restaurant out near Crispy Pork. The food's always good. The staff is hit or miss. I'm going to try to cross here and make it through alive, and I'm going to walk through the little plaza. Check it out, check it out. I've walked through there for a long time. Here we go. I live to tell. Alright. Crispy Park Gang. Love it. Used to come here all the time. Haru is also actually excellent. I'm not a huge sushi guy, but good sushi. Should try the Thai gelato and dessert cafe because I love dessert. If anybody has ever gone to any of these places, let me know. review. And I've been in this Thai dessert place. I don't remember a lot of original Thai desserts in there, but they had a lot of prepackaged food. Perhaps I'm misremembering. Well, also eaten at the Thai patio before. This place can be kind of slanted sometimes. So a fun little plaza of places to eat in Thai town, and then head east towards Los Feliz, Vermont Avenue. There are a ton more little places to eat. This used to be a huge Thai plaza. I don't think that it's open anymore, but supermarket actually used to be like fully opened, like I don't really know if this motel is open or not, but they got a pool. Actually, they are open. Pool might be closed because, you know, really dirty out right now. It's an old Taco Bell over here, converted into a Thai barbecue place. We're on Serrano Avenue. This has one of the coolest apartment buildings in all of Los Angeles, I think. Old-timey apartment buildings. Just looks like a Normandy castle. It was built so long ago, it's not like a facade either. It's probably tacky in its day, I suppose. And really out of place in Hollywood, but oh no. Kind of fun architecture to see, nonetheless. It's called the Trianon. I hope it's as spectacular to live in as it is to look at from the outside. Thanks for clicking in. We're walking in LA. Just walking through some neighborhoods in East Hollywood. Neighborhood's a real dichotomy of architecture. Hey, happy Monday. Hope your Monday's off to a good start. We're walking in East Hollywood as per usual this week. Thanks for checking in. Let me know if you have any comments on the sound. This is a particularly quiet street, so I don't think that the noise cancellation has to work that hard. But we're about to take a left on Russell here and then turn back down to Western. The test begins. I'm gonna cross the street here. Don't think anybody's supposed to be using, I'm not trying to be a Karen. We're supposed to be using leaf blowers on account of the amount of dust that's already in the air. Tell this person not to ride on the sidewalk, but I don't care. Happy Monday. Thanks for clicking in. Live in LA, walking in LA, East Hollywood, just cruising the neighborhoods, seeing who's out before our Santa Ana wind event tonight. It's not quite cold enough to wear no coat. But it's not quite, sorry, I said that backwards. Not quite cold enough to wear a coat, but not quite warm enough to not wear a coat. Stuck in the middle. We're gonna head down Western. Walk back towards Hollywood Boulevard. Thanks for joining Walking in LA, live streaming every day in January. Happy Monday, thanks for joining. We're walking in LA. Just checking out the pre-commuter hour. Old Hollywood. Seeing it's business as usual. Mattress on the street. It's a good sign. Across Western at Hollywood Boulevard and walk towards the west on Hollywood Boulevard on this sunny Monday. Thanks for joining. There's no one in that car. thanks for saying that. I'm happy to show it to you. It's not quite a life goes on scenario, really. But so people are doing what people do scenario. And there's a lot of good stuff we can do. And I have like links that I will put up after this goes up. I couldn't put them in the chat. They're too many and they're too long. I'm gonna make this daring do of crossing here. The walk signal. A free phone. It'd be nice to have another phone to read factoids. Anyway, we're on Hollywood Boulevard. Just heading west. I think we do, actually. I just don't think as many people ride the subway and take pictures of them. They're actually not brave enough to eat pizza yet, but like there are rats and roaches in LA. And ants. We just don't talk about it. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for joining us. Walking in LA. Live streaming every day in January. Oh, bed bugs. They also have those in New York too. I think there's a whole 30 Rock episode about bed bugs. It's a beautiful day here. Thank you. I don't know. So LA is like suburban-ish, but then we have a huge old urban district with really super old 1920s and 1910s buildings, and I don't live in that part, but I would imagine there are roaches, rats down there. Actually, I've seen rats downtown. I've seen rats in Hollywood also. And roaches on the sidewalk. And termites. I just created a bike lane on Hollywood here and cut down 2 lanes of traffic. Kind of a dream come true unless you're gonna drive through. I think I'm gonna cross to avoid the flare. Shady side of the streets. A nice Thai coffee store over here. I'll turn the camera up. these blocks all have their own sort of unique shops. Every time I think I've learned how to use this gimbal, it does something new. There's a circus school here. I had a friend who went there. It's in East Hollywood, or Lower Los Feliz. A cute little place where you can get lunch, dinner, breakfast, or a Turkish coffee pot, which is pretty awesome. Or a swanky cup of coffee. I think right now there are not a lot of people out walking. I think it's like a third, but like, yeah, it's true. Not a lot of people walking in LA, at least not in the part that I'm walking in. I really love the building over there. Bank or post office or something. Kind of federally looking. Solid. Guys, thank you for parking to a lake. Chat. Just like this is direct chat. It definitely is an old bank. Like, it wasn't boarded up on the bottom windows, and I remember kind of like peeking through the Venetian blinds, and it's all like marbly and intact in there, like, period. Just looks like a real solid building. Off to Fire Station 82 and all of the fire stations in Los Angeles County. And the links that I will share in the chat on YouTube later, there's one for the firemen, fire people. Very modern, right? Check this Seventh-day Adventist church out. This is pretty crazy. I don't know if it was originally built as a Seventh-day Adventist church or if it's supposed to look like a ship. Look towards downtown. Looks like that is also backing up around Western Avenue. Normal commuting traffic, I would say. LA has some great architecture and just a really weird mix of stuff. Hey David, thanks for chatting. Get to Bronson Avenue. Go over Bronson a lot on these walks lately. So thanks for watching. We are walking in LA. We're walking down Hollywood Boulevard. I threw out an option earlier whether I should go to Hollywood Boulevard or the Barnsdall Park, which I think Barnsdall. Nobody bid, so I just chose Boulevard. Monday, not a typically busy day. On Boulevard. But we'll see if the tourists are gotten out of town yet. On Bronson, Hollywood, you can kind of see the tiny little Hollywood sign under the Hollywood Street sign up there. It looks like it says Hollywood. I assure you the Hollywood sign is intact. Agreed, David. 100%. It's amazing the amount of support that we've got from other countries and states. Mexico and Quebec, which is not a country, although they want to be. Canada. Ukraine is poised to send 150 firefighters. I'm going to stay on this side of the street, I think. Boulevard is pretty devoid of traffic for Los Angeles. Thank you guys for joining. We're live streaming. Some of the buses are electric. We have a couple of electric fire engines too. My goal is a GTA 5 aesthetic with a touch of cyberpunk 2077 Atlantic Canyon. I'm gonna go downtown again later in the week. There's parts of that that look really GTA, like that part that you kind of drive under sort of a building and it's neon. Not a very good description. Also, it's kind of old, but LA Noir kind of really makes you appreciate Los Angeles also. Beautiful church. Capitol Records building. beach just outside. It's a Capitol Records building in name only. I think it's condominiums now. It's really a weird building because you see like the disc, the circle, and then there's like a square building around it that looks just like it would be an old-timey radio studio or something like that, with pictures of Nat King Cole. And then there's that kind of modern building there, the Argyle, I think it might be called.
Line 180 passing exit College.
And starts and stops where it looks like it's starting to pick up and then something happens. Remember when Hollywood Island there was like Ryan Seacrest show every afternoon and they would have performances, and that mall actually had stores you heard of in it, like Trader Joe's. This Trader Joe's was never open here when I lived here. And then there's this whole building, and they support a Funko. I'm not really sure what that is. It's a bobblehead dolls or something. But it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice if they had to move Amoeba, which they did. They moved it at least up here around other stuff. But really, moving Amoeba from Sunset kind of killed that special guy. The gates are up and Wicked is Thank you guys so much for clicking in and joining me, Walking in LA. We're live streaming every day in January. Boulevard. the busiest day, but the tourists are still here. I'm not saying these people are tourists, but maybe. Which is definitely the Argyle House. Fancy. They'll probably like start at 4K. And one has a balcony. I was trying to go behind that guy. No, the gate is not open. Cages. It would be tough to get the other one, I'm sure. I'm not sure. I think there's a Best Western on Western, like a half a mile from here. Or a Super 8. There is, however, showgirls. There's not really any smoke right now over here. The winds, I believe, are blowing northeast. Well, last I heard, and we are probably southeast of the fire. Palisades fire, anyway. So they're not blowing this direction. However, tonight, the Santa Ana winds are supposed to start again. It is 72, I think. When last I checked my watch. Feels like it's in the 60s though. It's weird because I feel like back in the day, over by that strip club, there were a couple of strip clubs. In a row, and like maybe I'm misremembering, but there used to be like a maitre d', if you will, out on the sidewalk. It's still open a couple times a week. I've never been. Maybe I should go before it's gone.
So basically, Johnny says it's not right, dog. It's always been somewhat little run-downy, you know. Any old downtown. I'm like, okay, Grandpa, your internet ruined everything. But you can buy everything you want, right? Didn't ruin anything because here I am using it. And I definitely have a number on my way. I'm not on the internet. There's a $9.99. Hey, how are you? $9.99 pizza spot on Western. It's $9.99 pizza 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's below Melrose, and I think just above Beverly. Greasy, doughy, gooey, cafeteria pizza almost, but so good. To the tourist hotspot Hollywood and Highland. Should be kind of telling as to whether I just stepped on Gillian Anderson's star. Used to have a really favorite pizza spot, but it burned down on Boulevard. Coincidentally, it's now a pizza spot also, another $10.99 pizza spot, but look a trick to that one.
is not graffiti, it's a probably commissioned Kobe piece. But in this alley, little parking lot, sorry. It's a pretty historical building, although it kind of looks like shit from the front and back. Hopefully I can get to the graffiti. The parking lot's awful full. Apparently one time there was like a walk-through in this building with a courtyard. You can sort of see how it might have been there from the front, but not so much from the back. It's a little graffiti tour. Once a new one wins, I've seen hopes everywhere. I kind of love it. I need a fisheye lens to take this in. It might have been here. This looks like a facade built over the building. Tutos right there. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I probably just look weird walking through this parking lot to people whose cars are parked here. Thank you so much for clicking in and watching. We are walking in LA. We're walking Hollywood, the alleys of Hollywood. Gonna tip back up onto Hollywood Boulevard in a second. Live streaming every day in January. There used to be a really good Pennywise graffiti over here. I have a picture of it on my phone. That's gone. Anyway, let's dip back up. Hollywood Boulevard, get a little closer. See if the tourists are out and about. Sneak between these cars. Thank you for joining. Feel free to like, subscribe, and please chat if you subscribe. It feels true today. But you know what? It's smart to walk in LA. You don't have to deal with the traffic. You don't have to deal with parking. Road rage, etc. Back onto Hollywood Boulevard. I would want to live on Hollywood Boulevard if I could live in that little corner apartment right there, which is probably abandoned now, with the little terrace. That looks like a fun place to sit if it didn't collapse. Let it check. I don't know what's to become of that building because they tear down. It was up pretty recently. '80s life in terms of what? I ran into the 90s. There used to be a Tower Records on Sunset. Maybe. Let's see, I got a ton of Sunset in Seattle. It was even open when I first moved here. And closed when all the other ones did. And then a couple of years ago they were filming a movie and it was all like Tower Records posters from 1995, like albums. It was kind of a flashback, crazy moment. No. But I hope to. I tried to do a one. I've talked about it before, Freddie versus Jason, like who's more LA in October, but it was pretty hard to make. I didn't have that much time to do it, so I kind of scooped out. But I did visit a lot of Halloween and pretty street locations. There used to be an 80s theme, actually it's still open. I can't remember what it's called, but in K-Town there's a bar that's sort of like an arcade. Maybe it's called Blip. LA Fame is still here. For now. A lot of the fancy shoe stores have closed. It's crossing Cherokee, heading ever closer to Hollywood. I want a cheeseburger. Working in LA. Checking out a tourist section on Hollywood Boulevard. Kind of a little deserted considering the situation. In and out right down the street. May not go there. The last time I walked by, the car line was around the block. Honestly, I would just have walked there.
Hey guys, want to go into here?
No, I'm good.
Ask
Thank
me a
you.
question?
I'm sorry. Oh no, I live here.
You live here.
Thank you.
Not by myself right now. Pizza Works. That's the place. $9.99 pizza. That's like the place I'm talking about on Western. It usually turns into a $14.99 pizza there, but it's a good pizza also. So this is the Egyptian theater. It's the twin sister of Chinese theater. But kind of Netflix has taken it over. Revamped it. A lot of events here. Fun. Sorry, not trying to make nachos.
What is channel?
Walking in LA.
Walking in LA?
Yeah.
Nice. Man, this is very good stabilizer.
Right?
How much do you pay for this one?
That's fine. Open box buy.
Open back.
Yeah.
Or how do you call it?
Oh, this is a DJI SE gimbal.
DJI?
DJI.
The same one. Yeah. So you got the whole thing together?
The whole thing. This is separate.
The microphone is separate. Man, but this is
really nice.
good. Good
Yeah.
quality. $69 per pack.
Have fun. We'll see ya. Actually. Oh shit. I think I was on Michelle Nichols. But let me go back and tell you. I was stepping right on it. I think that's Hollywood bad luck. Unless it's Kate Smith. That's alright to step on Kate Smith, I guess. You can look that up. Once I get off this, I'm going to King Taco. So, all in all, Boulevard looks a little emptier than normal. I think we still have some people who are braving the winds to come. This was a movie theater at one time. I don't know why I'm so stupid. It's the Hollywood Wax Museum. It looks like a movie theater. They're redoing something to it. It'll be exciting to see what happens. And this building here has been vacant as long as I can remember. Here so far is nada. It's going to be worse to the north and northwest of here. I keep getting warnings for this neighborhood, Hollywood, also for Melrose, which is a little bit below here, Melrose Hills, and Whitley. The wind is going to be pretty severe, but so far, breeze is normal. I'm looking at west. Compared to some of the other nights I've done videos this way, it's looking pretty clear. A little smoky, but pretty clear. I did an Uber-like thing one summer. I preferred delivering food to riding with people in my car.
I didn't even have to do anything. Why is bro flinched? He flinched before I could finish.
This is the ovation we would have in conflicts. It's had a redo in the past couple of years. From looking like a tribute to Birth of a Nation to looking like something that represents all of people. All I can smell is the Ben & Jerry's waffle cone. I think the news always tends towards the sensational, and I really hope we're done, because it's really been painful. But always better to be prepared. See up ahead, here's the Hollywood sign intact. Families posing in front of it. It's really too tiny to see. And look, that building is dedicated to the TV Guide Network. Does that even exist anymore? It's on right after Roseanne, the original Roseanne. Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Does TV Guide even still exist? This is the building that they hold the Oscars. I mean, walk by it. It looks bigger and more majestic on TV. Gonna cruise the mall now. See if we can get some views. Thanks for joining. It's the Dolby Theater. That looks like this comes from here. It would have been if they still had the Burger King here. Hey, thank you so much, Sean. Thanks for joining. Walking in LA, we're live streaming every day in January, and then we'll get a schedule for the year. Just trying out new technology, microphones, gimbals, see what works best. So thanks for joining us today. Johnny Rockets still exists. Also, Cold Stone Creamery still there. I think I've only been there once. I hate spending like $12 on ice cream, but I feel like you could get a half gallon for like $5 or $6.99. And that's like 2 days worth of ice cream. Guys, thanks for the likes and subscribes. I can't really see them because I'm using something really awesome to stream in 1080p. Prism Studio. Sorry, I forgot to mention what that was. Johnny Rockets. And this is just GNC. Maybe I was smelling the Ghirardellis earlier and not the Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, usually though this Johnny Rockets is full. Like, even when I've walked by on a Monday, there's like 2 or 3 people there. There is no one there today. The Diddy party is canceled for tonight, as the baby oil is highly flammable. The peak of the Chinese theater, the roof of the Chinese theater. There's Jimmy Kimmel. Thanks so much for clicking in and joining. We're walking in LA, we're in Hollywood. We're at the mall. I get a lot of requests for Skid Row. I have to think about that a little bit. Skid Row and Beverly Hills. It's quite a dichotomy. It's so great that Disney took or bought the El Capitan Theater and did what it did with it. It's vintage and authentic. I've only seen a couple movies there. They're usually Disney movies, which I'm not into per se. I don't hate them, but I'm not a Disney kid. And they have like it's a silent movie. They have this piano or organ player come out before the movie and play some songs that have to do with the movie, and it's a whole event. Definitely a more expensive movie ticket. But it's worth it if you want an experience.
See you later.
Dana, what if I told you?
And up here is the Chinese theater, and more importantly, Jesus H. Christ. Right? There's C3 through his feet. Good job, Dana. Small feet. Smells glorious. Swanson's feet. Great to get the churches.
Like, hold on.
Okay, here's the true test. Is the $5 ice cream spot open?
No, I know, but you should feel
It is not. This place is the biggest ruse in the whole
See my badass interior.
Never open.
Very own wax figure at Madame Tussauds Hollywood. Come check it out.
I just want to take a quick walk up Orange here. It's one of the most, no pun intended, magical places in LA. If you ever get the opportunity to go there, the Magic Castle. Right behind that, on the hill, we'll get a little closer, Yamashiro. The Runyon Canyon fire was about half a mile west of this. Magic Castle. Have you ever been to the Magic Castle or Yamashiro? Somehow Yamashiro looks really close. To park. for a chocolate milkshake. With Guinness, try. Sorry, the microphone might have gone off and it might have started using the iPhone microphone. Hope you could still hear me. 123.
Bonfire. Chica, stop.
No, wait.
Chica's bugging. Thanks so much. I agree. Underrated, often hated. I think when I was an East Coast person, I used to poo-poo Los Angeles a little bit. East Coast, West Coast thing. Services from the parking lot of the Major Castle today. Still having waiting. Hey, thanks for joining me walking in LA. We are on Franklin Avenue behind Hollywood Island. Check out the Magic Castle. Trying to get a few copyright strikes. Along the way. If you have a song you want to promote on Walking in LA, please feel free to drive by and crank it. I'll give a shout out. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you want to see something scary, gas prices are up ahead on the right. I probably am not going to get close enough for you to read them. Wait, which guy that disappeared? Sorry, the chat is actually plugging away a little bit fast. So again, a really lovely thing about Los Angeles and Hollywood in particular is like once you get off these crazy streets, I'm not sure. You get to see the finest of the fine people. I'll look it up. Okay, so busy, crappy street, and then you come up into these little tiny streets. We dipped away from Onion Canyon. This little park in the middle of all of this. building is pretty cool, especially in the summertime. I am walking in LA. And thanks for watching. So then there's this private park for residents. I used to live on the street for a little bit. Very quiet. I think there are a couple scary things that happened on this street. Not during my time here. Someone was murdered in this house here. Someone dating a celebrity. It feels kind of normal, right? The wind is actually blowing in to the northwest or northeast, so it's blowing away from here. So the skies are pretty clear. The air has gotten somewhat cleaner feeling. Still wearing masks de rigueur. This house saw was written in, or saw too. And this is what a lot of the neighborhoods are like in the hills too. This is one that's not so dense. So far there are no winds this evening. The sunset is kind of golden today instead of its orange tinge that it's been. It's still got a little bit of orange in it. We're walking in LA, live streaming every day in January. Using Prism Studios for HD quality. Hey, thanks for chatting and thanks for joining. I love this house. This is the house that had the murder in it. I don't think anyone's lived there since. If you're just clicking in, thanks so much. Walking in LA, we're walking every day in January. Just about this time. So far, today is really, seems like nothing is going on. I'm walking in Hollywood. I'm walking just behind Hollywood Boulevard, Pinehurst Road, it's called, just above Franklin. And then we're gonna head east from here towards Los Feliz Village, and then back down to Santa Monica Boulevard, and I might get some dinner. But so far, like, you can see the trees are pretty still. something is happening. As I say that, the wind just started. Maybe I'm imagining it as psychosomatic. So here we're approaching Franklin and Hollywood, just behind the Hollywood and Highland complex and the Lowe's Hotel. Franklin Ave. We're gonna go left. Church is kind of beautiful and iconic here in LA, sitting just behind Hollywood and Highland. Agree, Chris. I'm on a slight delay. I have some mustard gas, but I thought about it a couple times. I never give my exact location before the street. I keep telling you where I'm going. So we're walking towards the Hollywood Bowl. I don't think I have enough gusto left in me to walk up that hill. But if you're ever in Hollywood, definitely opportunity arrives to see something from Hollywood Bowl. I would go, I just wouldn't drive. Try to speak into clearly. I think so, yeah. I could look at my watch, but I think I took my dogs for a walk right before I started the walk. And I don't have to using T-Mobile, thumbs down to T-Mobile. My unlimited data, 5G, is not so bueno. Good, thanks for hanging in there. Oh, this Wingstop used to be a Starbucks. Not that that matters, but I'd rather have a cup of coffee than wings. another awesome apartment building that I would love to live into, although I don't know how. It kind of scare me in like an earthquake. But it just looks solid. AF. Solid as fun. Really quickly, gotta plug in my charger. And sorry. I could have done that more gracefully. So thank you guys so much for joining tonight. If you're subscribing, please chat. I love that. If you're not subscribing, feel free to like. Appreciate that. We are live streaming every day in January. I think we're charging now. Huh. So you definitely can see from this vantage point some orange haze. Just one last look at the Montecito building. So this is the area I get the most wind advisories for Whitley Heights. Just the bottom of the hills. Thanks for joining me to Walking in LA. Hollywood back roads. Getting ready for another night of Santa Ana winds. Thanks. I am a nobody walking in LA. Or a cardboard cutout left over from a movie. She mentions in that song. A roller skater in some kind of headphone disguise. I really don't know all the words. but definitely inspiration for the name. So I'm getting my hills in here. We're walking on Franklin, up behind Hollywood Boulevard. Whitley Heights, charming old neighborhood. Got a lot of places to rent. We are going to need them, for sure. We're approaching Cahuenga Boulevard. By the time you see this, I'll have left Cahuenga Boulevard. The walk is kind of boring, but you get a nice back view of Hollywood, like the downtown Vine area. My breathing's about to get heavy, so I'll say this before I start my ascension here. Thanks for clicking in. We're walking in LA. We're about to go under the 101 Hollywood freeway and head into Los Feliz. Capitol Records on the right. Although we are going to see it from the opposite side. Also get to see the Knickerbocker Hotel sign, and I believe the Broadway. I would hate having to have to carry my groceries up to the top of that. Little Lime Scooter obstacle course onto the 101 freeway. Okay. No tripping. Whew. Almost there. All right. Whew. Excuse me. Iconic. I almost want to walk that way, but I already said that I was going to walk almost Police Village. Did not have a heart attack going up the hill. Thank you so much for watching. I'm under a bridge right now, so since my signal is good. Nerds. I've got so much momentum from coming down that hill, I don't want to stop. But we'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. Walking in LA, streaming live every day in January. Walking Hollywood neighborhoods today. Thank you guys for the likes and subscribes. I can't see any of that stuff from the Prism Studios, but I really appreciate it a lot. Okay, this is the Hollywood Towers. I don't know if anybody out there has been to Disney, but it kind of reminds me of the haunted Hollywood Tower Hotel. Maybe it was a take on this. I'm not really sure of the history of the Hollywood Tower Hotel. The Hollywood Tower. It's kind of now. Not to be a jerk, but like, they have window air conditioners. I mean, I have one of those, of course, in my apartment, but I bet these are expensive for window air conditioners. Someone should call and find out how much they This is the sister building. I would actually rather live in this one. Although probably this one would probably have central AC. Hey, Lisa Johnson. Hello, Massachusetts. Thank you for joining us. We're walking in LA. I am a former Bostonian, although I definitely lived here for about 20 years. So an Angelino now. 22 years, I get confused. We're live streaming every day in January. Walking through different neighborhoods in Los Angeles, in Southern California. Right now we're kind of staying a little close to the base, meaning my apartment. I have no idea why I called it a base. I'm not cool. I know Sturbridge Village. Field trips to Sturbridge Village growing up, and Strawberry Bank in New Hampshire, and Plymouth Plantation, which is in Plymouth, obviously. Is it freezing in Massachusetts right now? Oh my god, gas is so cheap here. This is a cheap gas station, by the way. $4.95 for 91, which is what I get for my car. Because that's what it says. I don't really drive very much because I'm usually walking in LA. It's like when I lived in Boston, I almost never used my car also. I just would take the T everywhere because once you would move, you couldn't get your parking spot back or couldn't find a parking spot. Or you would get home and drive, and just never drove my car in Boston. So I also don't drive a lot in Los Angeles either. But when I do drive, I drive in style. My expensive gasoline. I can imagine. I remember when I lived in Boston, I used to work in Wakefield. So 50 miles away, I think. Hour-long drive. I bet it's like 90 minutes now, or 2 hours now. When I first moved here, I lived about 50 miles from Beverly Hills. I moved in with a couple friends till I found an apartment, and I thought, oh, same thing. Well, it's take me an hour and a half to drive there. It took me like 5 hours. I would fall asleep driving to work on the freeway. I do miss Massachusetts and New Hampshire. I grew up in New Hampshire, especially the winter time. driving in Boston was the reverse curse, Storo Drive. The trick is for everybody to work from home if you can. So this is we're not celebrity stalkers here, but this is a pretty celebrity-ridden block coming up. I'm not gonna recognize them. I never do. But you might. It's the Scientology Celebrity Center. In Hollywood. I don't suggest stopping by, but it's up to you. So I'll keep my camera looking at the sidewalk in case we see someone. It seemed like a handful of people over here. But they may be all over at the Celebrity Center. If someone wants me to go over and visit, just give me a shout out in the chat. I'll go over. Just kidding. Love this row of shops. A newsstand. Oh, 1980s. That's a new place. There's a couple new places here too. And I think La Poubelle is gone for good. There's a lot of controversy over La Poubelle. Canyon is right up here. That's where the Bat Cave is from the 1960s Batman. I am going to cross down, make my way towards Santa Monica. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like smoke. Bronson down. Hey you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Monday. We're walking in LA, we're live streaming every day. Sorry, a Scientology security guard just waved at me. Probably thinks I was with the Scientology crew. There used to be quite a large Scientology presence on Hollywood Boulevard. I've walked by the building a few times, I think including in this walk. And they used to just stop people, invite them to see a movie. And then like maybe not last year, but the year before, people started protesting them. And their whole operation is closed down there now. So, I think they get nervous when I walk by with my gimbal. Guess what? We're about to walk over the 101 freeway. Kind of can't escape walking over it on these walks, especially when we're walking through Los Angeles. It just cuts up every neighborhood. We saw a fancy fire station. Here is a Station 84. Station 8Z. Much respect to those guys. 101 freeway north. Streets, LA. 101 freeway north. Bumper to bumper. 101 freeway south. Free and easy. Thank you guys for watching Walking in LA, live streaming Hollywood. Spending a little time close to the roost this week. The fires are going on. Seems like the tourist action is a little low downtown Hollywood today, but it is a Monday. I really want to walk the 6th Street Bridge on the river. I'm determined to do that. I wanted to do it this summer, but for some reason, any day I went, it was like 90 degrees, and I could just imagine like being stuck in the middle of that bridge and like collapsing from being too hot. Sorry. TMI. connection, sorry. There's some gas, it's $5.39. I'm just gonna shout out to this mural up here. This has been catching my eye since I've lived here. It's been here for like 20 years or more, definitely more, because you can tell by the way it looks. I think it should be a landmark. The child no longer has any legs. Alright, we want over the freeway once again. Can't see much from this vantage point. Again, a congested northbound. You can see downtown. The skies are really clear. Do it. Wasn't very brave because I am walking towards the western area. Probably going to sign off before there. Look at the moon. I mean, it looks like a light, but where's the LMAC mural? Okay, you got it. So I'm on Wilton. I've already passed Ivar, I think. I've lived here for 20 years, so I can't believe I don't remember where Ivar is. You're welcome. Well, these fires are truly wicked. Thank you so much for joining and walking with me. Walking with us. We're walking in LA. We are live streaming every day, 3-ish. I just have to work first and finish that up before I take my hike. Subscribe, get notified, like, subscribe to chat. Love to see you here and engage. I'm about to sign off because I am gonna go get myself some dinner. I hope you all have a lovely Monday. I hope everybody in LA, in the area, stays safe tonight. Hope the Santa Ana winds are not so bad. Thank you so much for joining me and walking in LA. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.